Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a stretch sequence that covers the neck, spine, hip, knee, and ankle. So you'll hear a few sounds in this video. The first sound you hear will be a bell, and that's the beginning of the first minute. And the next sound you hear will be a beep, and that shows that you're 30 seconds in or halfway through the first interval. So we'll go ahead and begin with our neck roll here. So we'll slowly roll our neck around. And we'll keep going here until we hear the beat, all right? Now we'll roll around to the other side here. Now what I want us to notice here as we roll our neck is if there's any stiffness and tightness in our back, our mid back here, or upper back, our shoulders, around that area, and anywhere around the neck area. If you feel any pains, stiffness, or tightness, just ease yourself through. Now we're gonna go back around the other way, and this time I want us to slightly pause. So we'll pause right here in the front and just notice what you feel and sense how you are. We'll go ahead and breathe through that with a deep inhale. Exhale. And now we'll roll to the left. And we'll hold here, inhale, exhale. And then roll around to the back, inhale, exhale, hold to the right, inhale, exhale, and back down to the center line, inhale, exhale. I will go ahead and bring our head back to neutral, and now we'll roll to the other side. So we'll go ahead and roll to the opposite side and then we'll just keep going and just notice how we feel as we roll into the opposite direction. And for me, I can feel some stiffness and tightness up in my shoulders and upper back, so I'm just gonna so within this 30-second mark here, we're going to go ahead and slow down and really focus in on areas where we're stiff and tight. So let's say you're stiff and tight here in the back, just as I am. I'm gonna hold here and pause for one breath, and then we'll go ahead and roll over to the right, and then roll the neck all the way back to the back. Ooh, I can definitely feel things here. Inhale. Exhale. Roll over to the left. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to go ahead and roll all back down. Now I know that we already went through to the other minute, so this next one I just want us to prep, and so once we hear that beat, we're going to be ready to get into our stretch. So we got our feet out and our arms straight across. And now that we're 30 seconds in, we're going to go ahead and go down until we hear the bell. And so this one will just reach down just enough. We'll just hold here until we hear the bell. I want us to inhale here and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. All right, now we're going to roll back up. Bring the hands forward again, and we'll get back down into that forward fold stretch. And this time, I want us to go a little further, so just reach the hands out a little further, and then just push yourself back some. So I'm going to show you a side view here of what that looks like. I'm reaching out a little further. Pushing back some. So now we're in our 30-second mark here with the beat. We're just going to sit here, inhale, and just push yourself back a little further on the exhale. And we'll keep holding here until we hear the bell. Make sure you do some breathing. All right, let's go ahead and go back up. And so in this next one here, we're going to go ahead and bring our hands out and then lift the head up and bring the hands back. And so you should feel a natural stretch in the chest. And we're just going to deeply inhale, exhale out. And now allow our breath to be at normal rest here. And then just going to roll the hands up, back out, down and out again. And for the next last seconds here, just hold here. And we'll just keep going and just allow our hands to come out just a little bit further. All right. So now on this next one, we're going to go ahead and bring our hands overhead again. And this time I want us to go back and just do some compression work for the spine, opening things up, and just looking straight ahead. Just hold here until we hear the beat, which will be happening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it there. So we're going to go ahead and relax. Feel the blood rushing through as we allow the hands to go down like waterfalls going through your arms. And now we're going to go ahead and bring our right hand over the left wrist, and we're going to bring it on up. And we're just going to hold here till we hear the bell. All right. And now we're just going to go ahead and relax in there with this side. Now we're going to go ahead and get into some hip work here. So we're going to go ahead and take our right foot and bring it on out, left foot, bring it out this way, and then we're going to go ahead and work the inner part of the groin here. And we'll just hold here. Just breathe through. Breathe through. Now we're going to go ahead in a little bit. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the other side in a little bit. Just keep going here to the right. And let's go to the other side. And we'll hold there for a minute. Just bending the right knee. And I'm just taking my right foot just to get it just deeper stretch right up in there. The hands to the hips. And as you can see, you can also, if you need to, slightly raise the right knee up to give yourself a little rest, and then go back into it if you need. Give yourself some love and a little bit of relief if you need to, because it can be a bit much to hold in there. And I'm going up a little bit just to rest, and back down in there. Now inhale. Exhaling through just to give ourselves a little bit of a break there. And we're almost there, y'all. Just keep going and relax. All right, now that's the hip area. A little bit of the knee. So now we're going to go ahead and get into a squat. So we're going to bring our feet out, bring our hands in. And now from here, I'm just going to show you from an angle, bending the hips. And I'm going to bring myself down into the squat. Now, here I'm resting with my elbows here. And then I can also get down a little lower. But if you can't, just sit here. That'll be fine. And that's good enough. This is working to help stabilize the knee, create blood flow through the knee and the quads, and do doing some strengthening work. And we'll just hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. That's it right there. Now just shake it on out, shake it on out. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and stretch out the hamstring here. So we're just going to take our right foot up and go in down. And we'll hold here for 30 seconds. And that's the beat there. So we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. And we'll hold here. And we're just going to keep going on through. Keep going on through. And we're almost there, so let's just keep it going. Alrighty. So now I'm going to shake that out. Now we're going to work into stretching the quads here. So I'm just going to utilize the door here, but if you're near a wall, that'll work. Anything that you're near, maybe it's a chair, you can hold on to that, and I'm going to go ahead and get into this quad stretch right here. And we're just going to hold here until we hear the beat. Now let's just keep it going here. Alrighty. And then let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. So right here, pick the leg up and then hold. And that's going to get into the quad stretch right up in there. Notice how I flex my left foot up just to give more support for the hand. And hold. And we're just going to keep going until we hear that bell, which is coming a little bit. There it is. All right. You know, it's always lovely to hear them sounds. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and get into some shin stretch here, and that's the front part of the ankle. So we're going to go ahead and take our toe and bring it forward. See how my toe is leaning toward the floor, and now we're going to lean up and allow the gaze to come up, and that gets us into a good stretch right there for the foot. And so for this next 30 seconds, we're going to just keep holding right here. Keep holding. Keep holding. You should be good. And just breathe through. Relax. And if you can't stand the pressure, you can always relax the foot and keep going from the next one. You can work this in intervals until the beat. Make this stretch sequence yours. So let's go ahead and go to the other side and do the next thing here. Taking our right toe, rolling it over with the right foot. And now we're getting into the front part of the ankle. And just hold back right there. Now I feel real stiffness and tightness in my own ankle. Really sore. So this is really helpful for opening up that front part of the ankle. I'm just going to keep holding here for the whole full minute here. Keep holding, holding, hold. Almost there. I'm going to relax mine for a little bit. And come on back in. Alright. And for 2, 1. Alright, let's go ahead and shake that on out. Good stuff there. So now we got it stretched. Some ankle rolls would be nice here. So I'm gonna go ahead and there's some options with this. You can work on balance and hold yourself out and just roll the ankle that way. That's one thing we can do for is good blood flow and support, and it also strengthens our calf muscles and all the surrounding ligaments of the ankle. And we could do that until the beat, and then now sitting here, we want to now give some support to give our stabilizing legs some rest, but just still holding the ankle there. We'll just keep going here for 8, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and go over to this left side here. So, well, first starting off, we're going to go ahead and work on my balance, which isn't so good for the right side, but we have it. So we'll just keep going. Now, if you can't get balance here, that's okay. Don't force it. Just hold on to the wall, and you'll get there over time. And we'll just keep going. Now, for this next 30 seconds, I'm going to hold on to the wall here. Just keep going here until we hear the beat. Now I want us to notice how we're feeling with our ankles as we roll here. Notice how you're working all the little muscles inside of here. So it's not just only the stretch that opens up or the dynamic movement, but it's also training the muscles and waking them up with the help of stabilization around the ankle and the foot area. So now with all that being done, we're going to go ahead and stretch out the muscles underneath the foot. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the wall here, and I'm going to lift the foot here and just keep going to wherever I feel the stretch right there. So now we'll just keep going here and hold until we hear the beat, and now we're going to go ahead and go to the other side. Stretching. So as you can see, I'm pushing my right knee forward to where I have a lift, and then stretching out. So in this aspect, I'm taking the foot and just leaning forward, pressing there. All right, that's it there. So not too bad here. I'm just going to come up just a little bit here for y'all. So in this next one, we're going to be on hands and knees, trying to see how many more rounds we have to go. Oh, almost there. So we've got a few more rounds here. So we're just going to hold in right here. And then from here, I want us to take our hands and come up this way. And that's going to open up the upper back. It's almost like a cat-cow. So this is like a cat. And we'll hold here until we hear the bell. And it's going to focus on getting a consistent breathing. So there's a normal breath, not too deep. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. And so that's what we're going to do for these next ones here. Now I'm just going to sit back, and as I sit back, notice how in this one, my feet, you have the feet right here is stretching out those little fine muscles underneath the foot and giving them. This is like one of the best stretches you can have for underneath the foot here. So we're just going to keep holding here. And then as you sit back, you can get a little deeper stretch for the muscles underneath the foot. And just hold and relax, hold and relax. And then straighten out the posture a little here. And allow, and just feel yourself breathing, the chest rising and falling, rising and falling. Now we're going to go ahead and get back off down to all fours here. Now I'm going to take my feet this time and have the toes facing down to the floor. And then I'm going to sink my butt and hips and go and look upward. And then bring the chest up this way. All right, now I'm going to go back into the child pose here. And just hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, here, good work here. Go back down into, now we're gonna come back down to take our elbows in between this way, elbows in between, and then we're just gonna bring our, where we stretch out the hip abductors here, bring them on out. I'm at the inner rolling, stretching that out. And we're just gonna hold here, keep holding, holding, holding. Now if you need to, if you can't get down into that, if it's not comfortable, you can also get into the groin stretch this way. Just seat it down like this. That should work. So we'll hold here for 5, 4. That's it right there. Not too many more rounds more to go. I believe we've got just a few more to go. I'm just going to take our shoulders and roll them up and bring the chest up. So this is where you should feel a stretch through the biceps and the chest area. Keep it going, keep it going. Almost there. Feel the breath in the chest rise and fall. Alrighty, let's go ahead and bring it in. And I'm just gonna scoop this a little closer here just to see. So we only have about 7 more rounds to go. So we're almost there, y'all. Just hold in, hold in, hold in. So we're just gonna go in and on this side, we're gonna go ahead and bring our hands to our ankles. And we're gonna be stretching out the lower back and over back. You just hold. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and relax back. This time we're going to bring ourselves up and down. If possible, if you can't, we're going to hold here to the bell. Alright, come back now. It's a nice little sequence to get everything open and going. And so now we're going to go ahead and bring ourselves back to the other one last time here. Nice little sequence here. And so what's happening here is that I'm taking my feet, so how I just watch feet right here, pushing up into this position here. If you can get up into this position here, that's good. This is the beginner stage to this, to the more advanced stretch to where you can go forward and down. But that's going to require a lot of mobility of the ankles. If you can't quite get there, just stay here and just go as far as you can. And if this is as far as you can go, just hold there. You get better over time. That's what I always like to say. Get better over time as you consistently do this. But then I'll go further out this way and up. And now you can allow your head to raise back and relax in this area as well. And we're going to go ahead and sit back on the hips for this next 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and bring our, actually, we're going to take our right foot, keep it straight, and bring the left foot over. And we're going to go ahead and hug and stretch out the outer portion of the leg there. And we're just going to keep holding here. 8, 7, 6. Switching over to the other side. I'm going to give ourselves a nice hug and hold here. All right, and we'll just focus on the breath. All righty. That's good there. Now we're going to go ahead and relax. Take our arms and bring them over the legs. And it's going to bring the feet in just a little closer here. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and bring our spine back. And so the whole idea is to stretch out the upper back, which would be right around here. So we'll just hold here for the next minute here. Inhaling for 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep that ratio in mind as you do your breathing. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go to come back out, and we're going to roll the shoulders. Keep rolling the shoulders. Keep rolling the shoulders. Alrighty, good. Now we're going to get back to the feet. So we're just going to get up. If it makes it easier, you can roll over to the knees first. And then from here, lean back on one knee and bring yourself up. Alright, so now we're going to shake ourselves out. And just shake the legs through a little bit. Alright, 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and shake the arms all around. And then we're going to go ahead and swing them a little bit here. Just to wind everything down, loosen everything up. And let's just keep going until we hear the beep here. We'll go across. Alrighty. Okay. So for the last few here, we're going to go ahead and bring the hands together. And bring the hands, spread them apart this way. And we'll do a stretch for the hands here. We'll just hold here for a little. And we're just going to focus on the breathing as we hold here. So just inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. that does it for our stress sequence for today. If you like this sequence and you want more of that, you can feel free to visit my website. Yeah. And also, I also have ways that you can get in contact with me on that site as well. So I hope you all have a great day, and I look forward to helping you move even more.